back to another episode of Grown Folk Talk. Today we are doing a 3-part series. So if you didn't see the video that I did, go back and watch it. But this is the husband you see here in the white shirt. The husband was cheated on. His wife slept with his best friend. He wanted some evidence for his lawyers, so he recorded it, caught her up, uploaded it, and like a lot of things, he went viral. So the gentleman with the hat on, I believe his name is Wesley. He's a social media personality. He does reactions, etc. He's interviewing him. So that's part 1. We're going to do part 2 where the cheating wife gets interviewed. And we're also going to do part 3 where the side dude gets interviewed. So let's get into it. Shout out to EJ for sending me the content. Let's go.
I'm beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Truth Factory. Today we're going to be talking about a video that is going absolutely viral. It's about a brother who finds out his wife has been cheating on him. Goes live. He's going to give her an opportunity to explain the truth, but she doesn't. She ends up blaming him for it. I've got Thomas Russell here with me today. The video is going absolutely viral. I'm sure it's changed his life. First of all, thank you for coming on to the show.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right. So one of the first things I noticed in the comments of these videos, I mean, it's everywhere. It's on every social media site that I've seen so far. I'm sure you didn't think about that before you loaded that video up.
No, I wasn't thinking that it would get this much attention, but it was more so, I mean, aside from having that video for my lawyers, it was more so trying to show to other men out there that, we go through this, and I just want people to understand this isn't easy.
Absolutely. Okay. So you're thinking about being a voice to all the other people out there who may be experiencing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Have you saw any impact, like in your family or community, maybe friends you went to school with? Have you gotten people reached out to you about the video?
Mostly family. They're really shocked at what happened, and I'm still trying to process everything. It's not easy, going viral on the internet for something negative that happens in your family. Like it's my wife. It's like that's insane.
I understand. It's a video that'll be up forever, right? You'll always have to see that. She'll always have to see it. And the people who, your close friends and into your relationship, they'll always see that. I think in the moment, emotionally, we're looking for that refuge, right? We don't think about the impact that may come from that video, how people will see that.
Yeah.
People may say that you were doing her wrong by posting that video. Do you feel that way?
Hell no!
I mean, if I'm being honest, she kind of brought it on herself. Because I've done everything right. I've tried being there for her as a good husband. I work 5-6 days a week. I'm putting a roof over her head. I'm providing food. I'm providing, love, nourishment. I'm doing everything that a good husband is supposed to be doing, and she just went around and just messed around on me, man. I'm telling you, like anything that she's complaining about is everything that she deserves at this point.
Wow. Well, okay, let's go back in your relationship, okay? Can you tell me about how you met?
I remember when we first got together, like she was with this other guy, but I just showed up and she happened to, be impressed by my little charms, my little, like I was really smooth and everything like that. And, she was captivated by what I had to bring to the table. Mm-hmm. And so we started dating, and we were dating for 2 years, and eventually, I asked her to marry me, and she said yes, and we were married. We've been married for 5 years up until, recently.
Okay. So up until the affair, I want you to tell me how things were during the marriage. I get how you guys were during the dating process. You guys were experiencing each other, having joyous moments, taking her out. But the marriage itself, how was that? How did you guys interact during the marriage?
For the most part, it was good up until that last portion of it. Like, she was tending to me hand and foot. She was basically, preparing my meals, making sure that I was good, and just overall just helping me with maintaining the household. Like she was doing her wifely duties.
Okay. Okay, so she's doing everything right, right? You guys are getting along.
Yeah.
What makes you go through her phone? What makes you think, man, she could be having an affair?
So for me, I noticed that the things that she used to do, she wasn't doing anymore. And I kept thinking, like, there's got to be something that's up, Because normally, she has dinner ready and she sends I love yous, and she's basically there, Like it's almost like clockwork. Like she's about it as far as marriage is concerned. Like she's just on it, like 120%. And so when I noticed that she wasn't really doing those things again, I was like, wait a minute, something's up. So I decided to check her phone. That's when I started seeing the messages.
So you noticed that she kind of fell off of doing the things that she would do for you.
Yeah.
You didn't see any red flag like, she lied about where she was, or she's somewhere extra long, or longer than she should have been, anything like that?
Yeah, well, eventually, yeah. That's how it eventually ended up. Okay. But for the most part, yeah, it was like regular, like clockwork, and then all of a sudden, boom, just started changing up out of nowhere.
Now, I'll tell you, I've dealt with a lot of cases where men and women are cheated on, right? And they often think that they are doing everything right, and they notice when their partner slips up, but they don't often see where they slipped up, right? Were there moments in your relationship where she told you she needed more from you, that she expressed concerns for anything you may have stopped giving in the same way that you may have noticed her?
Well, I mean, maybe she may have mentioned it a couple of times, but like I run a really tight shift, right? Like when I was working with he who must not be named. I'm not going to mention his name.
Okay.
Because I don't want to. But I used to work anywhere between 80 to 90 hours a week just to make sure that everything was solid. Like we were planning for, like, to have kids, making sure we were putting them through college. I was taking care of everything myself. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not trying to put her down or anything. I'm just saying that I was definitely running the household how it was supposed to be run. And I don't know how, like, to me, it doesn't make any sense how she would just not see that and then just completely betray me. Like, I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't get it at all. I don't know.
I think about your relationship when you first met her, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, we've talked before you came up here to the show, but you would talk to me about how, her situation when you first met her, that she was already in a relationship.
Yeah.
Of course, now you're going through a situation where she dealt with somebody while she was in a relationship with you. Did you see that coming, years ago when you first met her? How was her relationship with him? Did she go into the relationship with you complaining about him? I want to see if there's a pattern.
No, I mean, when we first met, yeah, she was in a relationship. Yeah, she was already seeing somebody else. But like I said, I'm not gonna try to make myself seem like I'm a beast or anything. But I was just really, really good at, like, making her feel good, And the other guy he just wasn't there. And so I just showed her, like, hey, if he's not going to be there, I can be there for you. And so that's what I did. And, like, she couldn't resist the charms, man. Like, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, she definitely fell for me, and I'll just say this.
All right.
It all worked out until it didn't. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I had to interject at this point. Okay, we're almost at the halfway point. Now, did y'all hear that? And I didn't even know this. She was in a relationship with somebody when she met him. And he basically was so smooth. His game was on point. He had to get the gab. He rizzed her up, whatever generation you from. You know what I'm saying? And he pulled her. He was able to pull her from old boy that she was with. And he got with her. dated her for 2 years, and wifed her. Now, some might call that a red flag. Y'all know the saying, how you get them is how you lose them, whatever. This is what he said. I'm not here to judge. We just here to analyze and break the content down. Now, I do want to say this. I feel sorry for this gentleman. I'm looking at his body language, how he's looking down. He's not looking at the camera. He's definitely seems to still be sad. He even said he didn't want to like put her down and speak negative on her. Maybe he still has feelings for his wife, ex-wife, whatever. I don't know. Did y'all hear this man say he was working 80 to 90 hours a week to make sure everything was done and there was food on the table? It's giving she was a housewife, because he talking about how much he worked. Anyway, the man that his wife cheated with was his best friend / co-worker. Did you pick that up? Okay. And he said the reason that he even put their business out for the world to see, which I do not recommend, but I do understand we need to bring shaming back, and that's what this was about. But basically, he's trying to advocate for men to let them know it happens to you. It's not that you have to do anything. Sometimes people are just very, very selfish, and they don't think about the consequences of their actions, right? So he was just talking about putting it out here to let men know you are not alone. Also, family finding out, which is very humiliating. Your family finding out about this type of turmoil in your marriage and your household. Let's talk about how he got blamed. Did y'all hear him ask? People got mad at him saying he was foul for posting this online. And I feel like this. You shouldn't post your personal business, but I understand because he was hurt and he wanted to try to shame her / get some proof for the lawyers or whatever. Okay. The biggest ticket item, when he found out she was cheating, it was because she changed. She changed her routine. She changed her behavior. He was no longer a priority at the top of the list. And that was red flag number 1. And that proceeded with him going through her phone and then finding the actual incriminating evidence. And so the video was just another piece to the puzzle, some hardcore proof just to lock in the suspicions that she was in fact cheating. So just to bring you up to speed, now let's get into the second half.
Take me back to the day that you saw that phone sitting there, right? And you're telling yourself something's probably going on, right? Tiana hasn't been doing things like she normally would do. So now you're ready to go through this phone. You go through the phone, you see it's Rick. How you feeling?
Man, don't even mention Rick. Don't even mention that name to me right now. I feel so disrespected. Like, that's your homeboy, man. That's somebody that I've known since college. Like,
True.
Yo, like that was my go-to guy on every project, yo. That's how I made my money. And you gonna sit here and you gonna look me in my face, smile in my face, and think like, oh, everything's all cool and shit. And then you just gonna go behind my back and start messing with my fucking wife, man. Like, what's wrong with you?
Grimy as hell.
Don't trust them new niggas over there.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
like Rick, if you watching this, go suck a dick, man.
Oh, wow. Look, man, I know your feelings are very genuine, and I can actually appreciate your honesty, too. And I know you don't want to talk about Rick, but I just want to get your side of the story. So just tell me about Rick and how you guys met. All right, you seem to have a lot of emotion towards him right now, so y'all must have been really close.
Yeah, we were close. Like I said, we went to college. Like, he was the best man at my wedding.
Wow.
Oh, he was the best man at they wedding. What the?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What? Oh, God. Okay.
Best man at your wedding?
Like, everything that I've built. Like, you saw the video where I was in that house. That house, he basically helped me build it.
Wow.
The money that's supplying the lights for that house, that came from us. So you know how pissed I am at him right now.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't even want to think about him right now.
I understand. I can understand how you felt. Have you talked with Rick since this ordeal?
Yo, why would you ask me that?
Well, you guys do have a business together.
No, I just told you I don't even want to think about that guy. Why would you think about that? What would possess you to ask that kind of question?
I gotta ask. You guys, I'm sure the people want to know.
I mean, no, man. You just, ever since that happened, I've never been in contact with them since.
Okay.
Like, I cut all ties. Anything that had his name attached to it, I cut off. Anything that remotely was reminding me of our friendship is gone. I don't want anything to do with them now.
Right. And that's why I asked, because if you guys have built a business of that quality, right, to the point to where it's taking care of your lifestyle, right, you would sever a business like that of that magnitude.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that this must have meant a lot to you for you to. Did you lose a lot of money dissolving your business, or?
I'm not worried about the money. It's the principle, right? You don't mess.
Right, he don't give a damn about the money like that. It's more because his feelings and emotions. This is his wife. You was the best man at his wedding. We were college bros in college. We graduated college. We started a business. We making money together, and then you sleep with my wife. Why would I want to stay in business with you? I can do something else on my own to get some money. It's no way I would want to be anywhere near you. Ain't that much best friend in the world.
Around with somebody else's wife. Mm-hmm. I told you.
Okay.
Like, I was married for 5 years. My main goal was to have kids, raise them, put them through college, and basically see them become the best version of themselves. Now what do I got now? Everything is a wreck.
Don't trust them new niggas over
I can't trust them. I can't trust them to run my business now. I can't trust my anything.
In the air.
Well, listen, I'm sorry to hear that you had to go through, such a trying time with your friend, losing a friend, a business partner, and a wife during this. So I definitely want to appreciate you for being willing to come up here and share those feelings with the world. I mean, it's everywhere. So it takes a lot of courage to get up here and expose yourself in front after being cheated on like that. Treated like that.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome, I guess, man. I just want other men out there, other people out there, just to, if they going through the similar thing, just make sure you have a backup plan, like, just make sure you know who's in your circle, you know what your wife is up to, you know who you're marrying, you know exactly what you're dealing with before you decide to go ahead and deal with it, because, like, it hurts. Like, this shit hurts.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to ask you this before I move on to this next point, but, you met Tiana very similarly to how Rick met Tiana, already in a relationship, right? You saw this guy as being unworthy, as being trash, right? And this is why you didn't mind moving in on Tiana, right? You didn't see him as worthy.
He wasn't ambitious. Like,
Right.
That's all it was. Like, he just didn't have the ambitions to provide for a family. That's all it was. He didn't have the ambitions to provide for his girl. He wasn't going out there. He wasn't trying to do anything, for her. And all I said was, bet, like, just you're not acting like a man. So stop. Just stop trying. And all I did was I just told her, like, yo, you can't have that. You're not gonna be able to live with yourself if you don't have that. I showed her that, and how she shows that appreciation, like, she fucks around on me. Like, I don't understand. Like,
You raggedy bitch.
it don't make no sense to me, bro.
Hey, look, the way I see it is where my grandmother used to always say it is, when karma comes to collect, it's collecting with interest, right? So what happens to you in karma is often far worse than what you brought on somebody else, right? So when I look at this situation, just hearing you speak about it, no offense, but you met her when she was in a relationship. You didn't have much conscience to it. You didn't feel bad for what you were doing whenever you moved in on her.
Look, if it's karma, I hope Rick gets it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. Well, I guess I'm saying, what if Rick looks at your relationship and somehow deems you unworthy? And that's why he could have the lack of conscience to move in on you. I know he's a friend, but karma.
No, he's not. He's not a friend. Don't stop it. He's not a friend.
So you don't think he was ever a friend?
No, he was never my friend. He was just some snake that just decided to sneak in and plant his empire around me. That's what he did.
Gotcha.
Fucking snake. That's what he is.
All right, now look. I know you already upset about the separation, how you found out, of course, dealing with Rick. But there's a part in that video where you said something to her about a message that you read. Many people are saying they would have handled it a lot worse than you, when you pretty much just read it off, and that was that she felt sore. how does that feel as a man, knowing that someone can make your wife feel sore?
Sir, are you refusing this test?
No, yeah, I'm refusing the motherfucking test.
Right.
Right? Why would he ask him this? What is the hell is this interviewer doing? I mean, I understand asking the difficult questions, but oh my God, why would he ask this? Okay, we almost done. Let's see what happens.
Shit, you leaving? Is he leaving? Is he Rick? Welcome back, guys. Listen, as you can see, things got a little emotional, but we're back now. I think we're gonna let's watch the video. Let's take a breather, okay? Let's go back and watch this video that you posted, just so we can bring yourself back into how you felt, bring the audience back into, that moment. All right. So if you don't mind, let's watch this video.
All right, guys. So this is for my lawyers. We've been together for 5 years.
Okay, so I'm not going to replay the video because you should have watched it on my channel.
One thing I noticed about how she's being with you was very cold, right? You're asking her about the infidelities and she's just being very cold. Have you ever seen her behave that way towards you? You mentioned that she was very loving and affectionate and likely wanted more of that from you. But I see that video. The first thing I saw was that she was cold. If you saw my review on it, I said she didn't love the man.
Yeah. She was really cold, and basically she just stopped being who I remember her to be.
Okay. So, like, as a man, right? You go to your wife. You explain to her that she hurt you, right? Or I think anybody though. You explain to someone that they did something to you. You expect them to care enough about you to care what they did to you, right? She didn't express those type of feelings. Can you tell the people what that felt like? Telling your wife that she's cheated on you, that she's destroyed your marriage, and she seems to not care.
I mean, she's not attending to my needs. Like if I'm there for you, why not be there for me? Like, I don't know why she's acting like this, but.
Well, let me ask you this. You're divorcing her, correct?
Yeah, it's already in the plans. It's already.
Okay, so her relationship with Rick, is that dissolved, or is she still going to continue to see him, or do you know?
As I said, I have no contact with Rick. I have no contact with her. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening with them. I don't care what's happening with them. It's beyond me.
Okay. Well, I took the liberty of writing some things down I feel like can help you going forward. Okay, I want to share them with you, and it's about maybe I think four or five things here. Okay, and after I read each one of them, I just want to see what you think of it.
Yeah.
Even right now, asking you certain questions. Even at one point, I mean, you walked off, right? One of the things I have here for you is you have to allow yourself to process your emotions fully. Okay, it's okay to grieve the loss of a relationship and the betrayal that you've experienced, but don't be too hard on yourself for having ups and downs in this process. And I'm saying that because I know that this could take a toll on you. Seeing the things that she said could hurt a man's ego, his pride, cause him to feel insecurity moving forward. And, I just want you to know that's not your fault. Is this something you've considered?
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, you know what I mean, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have considered getting counseling to help you deal with the emotions of what it's like to be cheated on. I don't want to see you move forward with a lack of trust in women, or even behaving differently in a relationship, because you may think that she won't give all.
Yeah.
Don't they say hurt people, right? And I want to make sure that you're able to come out of this divorce and heal yourself so you can.
He needs some milk.
Okay, well, that was the gist of the video. We don't need to hear Wesley give him his tips. But I do want to say this. I want to say how he talked about the disrespect and how ungrateful she was. And this is a lesson we all need to learn.
You're going to learn today.
This woman was with someone else when he met her. And he basically felt like the man didn't have enough hustle. He wasn't in a position to provide or whatever. So basically, he scooped her up. He's providing, doing everything for her. And what did she do? She shitted on it. So ladies and gentlemen, just because you do more than someone's ex or you taking care of someone fully does not mean that they won't disrespect you, be disloyal to you, etc. Now, something that the husband said, I want to reiterate: know who you marrying. And that may be a little easier said than done, but y'all got to know who y'all marrying, and people have to acknowledge the red flags and implement the proper intervention. Sometimes we see red flags, but we just dismiss them, okay? So this has been part 1, the interview with the husband. We're going to do all 3 parts of this and break all of this down. Again, this went viral. His wife cheated on him with his best friend / college roommate / business partner. So give this video a thumbs up, please. Leave me a comment and make sure you go in and watch part 2 where we hear what the lying wife got to say, because we all know
She belongs to the streets.
But this has been part 1 episode of Grown Folk Talk with the cheating side dude scandal. So I'll catch y'all in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.
Come on, push your button.